Hello, my yogi friends. My name is Natasha. Welcome to Just the Flow. This is a part 2 where we are just flowing out the sequence from the full yoga class that I just released. So look out for that. If you want to take the class first, that is where I do a warm-up. We add drill work. I break the flow down. Here, we are not doing any of that. We're just flowing out the sequence. So I do recommend taking that class first. You might want to grab a block for some of the balances. And I do recommend you being a little warm because you do have the option to go into a deeper split from a half split or maybe hop into some inversions. All right, we are at the top of the flow. Just know I'm going to assume that you've taken the full class and I'm not going to cue anything but the sequence. All right, I'm going to leave all the form up to you listening to your body intuitively and making adjustments accordingly. All right, from mountain pose, bring those feet together, tuck your tailbone. Inhale and exhale. Here we go. Inhale to back bend. Exhale, chair. Twisting chair, left elbow hooks across, thumbs to heart center. Left foot taps back and glides up. Balance. Revolved. Half moon to half moon. Switch sides. You can reach out for your block or the mat or hover. Twisting lunge, step back, left hand down, right arm up. Drop the left knee, kickstand the left foot to the right and bring your hand behind your head. Spin your elbow up. Your right toes can turn right as well. And come back to twisting lunge, toes pointing forward, lift off the back knee. Both hands to the inside of the right foot. All 10 toes spin to the left, bend to the left knee. Skandasana with a reaching hands to the front of the mat. Now shift your hands to the left thigh. That back knee is bent. Flex the right toes. Deepen the stretch. Right toes turn forward. Bring your hands to your right thigh. Leave your right hand there. Hamstring curl grab. Pinky toe edge of the back foot for stag leg dancer. Heart up. Kick, kick, kick. Shiva. Curtsy, knees meet. Back knee into front knee. Any way to get to a baby grasshopper or some form of lowering. You can grab the foot, chaturanga the elbow, shoulders forward, hips back. It's okay if you can't do that either. All right, lift your hips, step your left hand to the top of the mat. All left foot back, all 10 toes spin right. Lounging lizard. 2 big arcing rainbow. Step on the right foot, reach fingers towards fingers. Head falls, and then hips fall. Lounging lizard, rainbow arc. Turn all 10 toes forward, hop it in, reach right arm back, pyramid reach. Head heavy, left hip spinning forward. All right, hop it back and land on your left knee. 90-90 lunge, pelvic tilt, scoop in through the core, then hop the right foot forward, sinking low lunge. Maybe cactus the elbows, back bend. Shift your hips back, straighten front knee, half split. Swivel those hips and take some breaths. Make sure your back toes are tucked. We're going into high crescent lunge. Step forward, lift off the back knee this time, and maybe another back bend. And back through your half split. Lower your knees, shift back. Here you have the opportunity to go sliding for a deeper split. Listen to the body. And then drag your heel back in for half split. Moving into a modified side plank, sweep your left hand off to the left, right foot off to the right. Lift your right leg, you're making a straight line with abduction. Now crunch your knee in to a figure 4, and you can hover on the first one, kind of airplane sideways, light arms, and then right hip trying to externally rotate. 2 more times. Out, side plank. Abduction, figure 4, try to sit back on your left heel. 1 more time. Sweeping into that abducted side plank, and then curling in into your figure four. This time sit on your heel and work on opening up that right hip. Moving into half forward of the fish, step on the right foot and kick the left foot out, sitting in between that space of your left heel. Lift up nice and tall for half forward of the fish. Now twist to your right. Drop that right sit bone, lengthen. All right, this you're gonna listen to your body for all this next part of the sequence. Moving into a compass pose. Pinky finger to pinky toe. Right elbow hooks under. This is where you might straighten, or you can keep it bent. Your hamstrings are tight there. Compass. Now hook your leg over your shoulder, or at least above your elbow for a backpack strap. And we'll try to bring our hands down, hug the knee on. You can try to lift your butt, maybe keeping the bottom knee on the ground, just straighten it out in front of you. Or if you can lift your hips off the floor and that bottom leg, you can go there. You can also go for elephant trunk to 8 ankle. Bottom ankle crosses, and we shift our shoulders forward and our hips back. And then sit. Right foot to inner thigh, externally rotating right hip. Cartwheel back, stargazer, hips lift like a wild thing on the right shin and knee. Squeeze your hips up. Have a seat, reach up and forward fold. 2 options here. Keep the half tree, or maybe move into a half lotus fold. You can look at your toes, you can grab onto whatever's available for you. Moving on, right foot to the right, left hand to the left. Go ahead and scoot yourself forward. Then thread this foot back, meet me in forearm plank, lift the hips. Sweep the foot back, shoulders forward, elbow, elbow, foot drags back. Forearm plank, squeeze your belly. Tiptoe forward into dolphin. And again, this is all optional. I'm just giving you ideas. If you have pincha, you could hop into a quick pincha. You could just hold dolphin. Come back to forearm plank. Squeeze your belly and drop your hips. Lift your heart forward. You can go into locust or bow pose. Locust or bow. Bring your hands down. Press back to a press back to puppy pose. Hips lift and chest melts. Round the spine and unwind into Sphinx. Bring your elbows under your shoulders. All right, we're going to take half frog, right knee outside the hip, lift onto your right hand, thread the left arm under, left shoulder and side of the head come down. Push your palms towards one another and away from your body as you start to stack, and then spin your right arm up to spinal twist. Your shoulder might hang with gravity, or you can kind of rock and explore that. Then drag your knee in as you unwind, lift onto your left elbow, thread the right arm under, shoelace. You're crossing your arms and you're going to try to relax your forehead towards the mat. Internally rotated shoulders here. Beautiful. Lift through your back muscles. Press into upward facing dog. Exhale to downward facing dog. That was side one. You have the opportunity to work on a handstand, a float, or simply walk forward. Bend the knees, hips back. Maybe tuck the knees into the chest. Push the floor away. And meet me in forward fold. Head shakes, wrist shakes. Ragdoll up. All right, that was side one. Let's finish this out with side two. Anything you need to do, sip of water, circling, blinking, shaking out wrists, shoulders, neck circles, shimmy, bounces, setting up your block. Here we go. Spread your toes, spread your fingers, tuck your tailbone. Inhale to back bend, hips forward, heart up. Exhale, chair. Feet together. Right elbow hooks across, twisting chair. Step the right foot back and try to lift your leg up. Revolve half moon. Switch sides, half moon. Growing up to straight legs. Twisting lunge, step back, right hand down, left arm up. Drop the right knee, kickstand the toes behind you, and bring your left hand behind your head. You might sweep to the pinky toe edge of the left foot. As the elbow lifts, press your head back into your hands. Back to twisting lunge. All toes point forward, lift off the back knee. Hands to the inside. Turn all toes to the right, bend the right knee, drop your head in between your arms. Skandasana, reaching. 2, Skandasana, hands plant on right thigh. Flex left toes and deepen your hips behind your knee. Turn forward, bring your hands to your left thigh, left hand under. Now hamstring curl, right hand sweeps back, pinky toe edge grip. Try to kick up into stag leg dancer. Pressing down into your left thigh, feeling all those shakes and wobbles. Shiva, connect your knees, curtsy. And we'll try to come into baby grasshopper. Sweeping your hips low and your heart forward, elbow in like chaturanga. Now lift your hips, walk your right hand forward and your right foot sweeps back, all 10 toes to the left, dropping hips, lounging lizard. Big arcing side plank, stepping on your left foot, fingers towards fingers, lounging lizard. 2 big side plank, sweeping rainbow here. Swivel your toes forward, hop in, left hand's gonna reach back now. Pyramid reach as you sweep the right hip forward. Head heavy. Good, release and hop the back foot down, knee melts. Lift into a 90-90, pelvic tilt. You can hop the left foot forward as you sink into low lunge, Anjaneyasana, maybe back bend. Half split, frame your front foot, flex your toes. Breathe here, any movement you like to do to prepare for maybe a deeper split. Tuck your back toes under, sweep forward, lift the back knee, crescent lunge, option again, cactus back bend. Half split, knee lowers, flex front foot, or go ahead and slide into a deeper split. Listening to your body, never pushing beyond where your body's telling you. Listening to the breath and just the feeling of maybe activating and softening. Drag that heel back. Sweep your right hand off the right and your left foot off the left. We're in a kneeling side plank facing forward. Abduct your left foot. Now pull the ankle in, cross it over the right thigh and sit. You can keep diagonal arms and hip just sinking back but not sitting yet. And then kick it out. 2 more, each one. Maybe you try to figure 4 deeper and sit deeper. And expand. This time, cross your ankle and try to sit on the right heel. Keeping the figure 4 and external rotation of the left hip. Moving into that floor to the fish, you can step on the left foot and kick that right foot out. Make space for your left sit bone, lengthen, and when you're ready, twist to your left. You can grab onto your body and behind you for leverage, or maybe hook your elbow. Relax on your exhale. And unwind. Here's your opportunity for compass. You'll take your right pinky finger to right pinky toe. Then hook your left elbow under the knee. Fingertips down. You'll try to straighten your knee here. And I'll tell you if your hip is lifted off the mat, it makes it much less of a bend, much more accessible than trying to keep both sit bones down. Options. All right, now hug your knee on your backpack strap of your shoulder or above your elbow. Use your inner thighs to hug the knee on. Put your hands down. Rock up. You can keep the foot down and drag it through, or try to lift and drag it through. Elephant trunk, maybe 8 angle. And have a seat. Left foot comes to right inner thigh. Maybe a quick counter stretch on those wrists. A lot on the hands if you lifted your hips. You could keep your, you don't have to lift all the way off the mat to just drag that foot out. It's a fun little, a modification for deepening later for full arm balances. Just trying to practice lifting your hips but keeping your feet down. All right, sweep your left hand back and lift a stargazer or a kneeling wild thing. Heart up, reach, and have a seat. And moving into your half tree fold or half lotus and fold. Breathe here, flex, maybe engage your quad to find space in your hamstrings. Connect to the breath, just that final little stretch sequence here, or I should say core activation and stretch. Sweep it on up. Step your left foot out, right hand to the right, left foot to the left, just to scoot forward. Then elevate your hips and thread the leg back as your elbows come down and your foot drags back, or maybe it's plank and then a lower to the forearm, whatever you got. Hold your forearm plank for a breath. Tiptoe into dolphin for a couple breaths, or hop into a pincha, a headstand, maybe not hop, press into it. Whatever you want, whatever you're working on. Or just maintaining shoulder strength in dolphin, you could do some dolphin splits. Then tiptoe back to your forearm plank. Sweeping into Sphinx. This time let's do puppy pose from here to prep for bow. Scoot your hips back, drop your chest down. Tailbone up, chest and chin as low as you can. Round it forward, and now flight, locust to bow. And release. All right, hands by chest, left knee comes out. Lift onto your left hand. Right arm is going to thread under, and your side of the shoulder and head land. Stack your palms and push away. Scoop into the belly. Now lift your left arm, and you're in a spinal twist, facing the ceiling or the sky, hopefully. That left arm is just out. I don't have space. But you're going to just explore maybe dropping shoulder, lifting knee, breathing into that twist. And as you come back, straighten the left knee, lift onto your right elbow just enough so the left hand can thread under. And shoelace pose. You might scoot yourself forward so you can drop your forehead down. Beautiful job. Unwind those hands. Lift into upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take some breaths here. I'm going to let you come into a child's pose for a meditation, or maybe you'd like to do traditional corpse pose. But if you are working on handstands, maybe a couple playful jumps to see if you can hold. If you have a handstand and want to make some shapes, or just hold a straight line. Stag legs is easiest. And then you can take a vinyasa on out. Make sure to take some time in a resting state just to reap those benefits of all that movement, giving your mind and body time to regenerate, refresh, and reap those benefits of your practice. Thank you as always. Drop a comment, a heart in the comments. Lets me know you made it to the end and you were able to follow. A share and a like, a subscribe if you're not. All those things are truly appreciated go a long way. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. See you next time. Bye.